Alrighty then, we are gonna make never fail, ain't even hard, creamy macaroni and cheese. So I tend to do it when I have leftover cheeses or in abundance, too much in my freezer, got some on a sale. So anyway, I got some leftover shredded or sharp cheddar cheese that I need to shred, some sharp cheddar, some pepper jack, and I got some Gouda slices. We can't usually get it in any other form. But first I'll make a roux with some butter and flour. I will then melt my cheeses in there. I've got a 16-ounce package of elbows. Now I choose to use salt, white pepper, thyme, okay, because I'm from Louisiana. I love me some thyme leaves. And I also add nutmeg and a little bit of Dijon mustard. Macaroni and cheese could not be more satisfying, could not be more affordable to make. And I'll be using usually 3 eggs, 3 cups of milk, and I'll probably put a half a cup of sour cream in it. We like ours cheesy. We then simply bake it in the oven in a buttered casserole. So macaroni and cheese ain't hard. You can feed a whole lot of people with it. It's a very satisfying side dish. You can always add ham to it if you want. Choose not to. We usually have ham on the side. All right, so let's make some easy, creamy, never fail, satisfying macaroni and cheese. Yeah, let's bake it. So we're melting our butter, and we're gonna add some of our flour to this. Just a soup spoon for my everyday utensils. We're gonna cook this about 4 minutes. If there's too much flour, we'll add a little bit more butter. Ain't nothing you can't fix. It's one of them things that just ain't exact. The only thing you can do here is burn it. Don't do that. Don't do nothing stupid. But if you ain't got more butter, then you'd be in a mess. And I ain't talking about margarine, the things that come in a crock. I'm talking butter. Salted, unsalted, you pick. I've got my pasta water getting ready over there because I want this pasta hot, my pasta hot, when I pour it into a large bowl, and then I pour this melted cheese mixture over that. And if you wonder if you have cooked out the flour taste, simply take your little spoon and taste it. So that's what we want to do. You can burn this at this point. I'm going to use my plastic whisk. Most of you will probably use a whisk. And if you can see, I want to keep it moving here on the bottom. Now we're going to put in the rest of our milk. You can use evaporated milk if you want to, if you have some that's going to go bad on you. If it's easier for you to keep evaporated milk in your house, you can use instant milk, shelf stable, just milk. And I'm gonna let this cook for a little while. I'm only between low and medium on my temperature. And this is what I'll be melting my cheese mixture in. We're also gonna add in a little bit of Dijon, and because these are very difficult to just put in a squirt, I usually put it into a spoon. There we go. So that's my regular soup spoon. Makes a big difference in flavor to me. I can control it from a spoon as opposed to too much that might come out of that squirty plastic container. Let's give it a taste. Oh, that's nice. But it is not warm. I mean, it's not hot, so I want to get it hotter. And I want to get it to a consistency that I want, because that's going to be the consistency it is when I add the cheese. If you've ever had runny mac and cheese, you know what I'm talking about. You may not be able to tell that this is thicker, but you'll certainly feel it when you're moving your spatula around or your whisk in it. It tastes fabulous. I have turned my heat down to low, and now we're gonna put in some of our Gouda cheese slices, which is the way I can get it here. Take it in the form I can. So there's the last of our cheese. That was about 3 cups of shredded cheese. And my pasta will be ready. I'll have Vern come in and dump it in the colander for me. And again, just keep this moving. We're not putting our eggs in here, of course. We're not planning on adding scrambled eggs. Not hard to make. So our cheese is melted. This has a nice consistency to the cheese sauce. So I'm gonna turn the heat off now. And in just a few minutes, looking at my timer, 4 minutes, my pasta will be ready for Vern to drain from me. And that was 16 ounces, elbow macaroni. You can use anything, seashells, get pasta sales when they're... So here's our big bowl with the hot pasta in it. Let's pour our cheese mixture here, and I will be scraping this down. I've got a little bit left in this container, so I'm gonna use it, and then I'm gonna save that little container because we're on a septic tank, and I rinse these out and clean them, and then any grease I get, I put in those. So let me get to stirring this.
What you doing?
I'm making macaroni and cheese, bro. You have to eat the pasta for me.
Hey, I got a joke for you.
Hit me.
What do you call a hippie's wife?
What do you call a hippie's wife? I don't know.
Mississippi.
Mississippi. Oh, that's dumb. Okay, thank you for that. All right. I'm going to go with the remainder of that egg, so that gives me 3 eggs in here. Oh, it's looking good. Let me get this mess out of the way. All right, let's move it over. Let's put this here. Let's pour this into, and it is buttered, not margarined, not sprayed, buttered. And I'm getting it all out. This was my mama's bowl. This thing is old. And if you need Tupperware, Angie's Pantry is a Tupperware dealer. And she has these fabulous big bowls. Instead of wide like this, they're taller. Angie's Pantry channel. All right, so now all I do is I take some chunks of cheese and I set them on the top. That's how we like it, but you can shred you some more cheese if you want. We're a more kind of people. I might still do it, and I might actually use some of that shredded stuff from package for convenience. That's right. Might just get jiggy with it, but I don't think, no, I don't need to. I've got plenty of this. So I have a few of the little leftover pieces that you have trouble grating so you don't remove skin off your fingers. I save those to chunk on the top. So a little bit is Monterey Jack. All right. Now, I'm going to put aluminum foil on the top, but first I'm going to spray it with a little Pam so nothing sticks to it. So easy. 400 degrees, 20 minutes to start, then I'm going to take that aluminum foil off. So we've cooled enough. I've got 3 eggs. We're going to pour that in, part of it. Never know if I always need it. I might add some sour cream here. I don't want no scrambled eggs up in here. Very gravy. Let's get some sour cream. Our 20 minutes is up. Let's peel back our aluminum. And nothing sticks. So that is a good thing. Oh, yeah, Lord. Mm-mm-mm. May not have to put it back in. Stew it for a few more minutes. And I do put a cookie sheet under it, so in the event it were to boil over. So I'm gonna put it back for maybe 8 more minutes, and then we have to let it sit before we try it, and I did not add more cheese on the top. Alrighty, let's slip into it because I ain't waiting a long time because it smells good. And this, I believe, oh, it's a beautiful thing. Yes, yes it is. That is my idea of some good macaroni.
I want some of that.
You'll get some of that. I'll let you test it.
Okay, I got another joke for you.
Another joke, hit us.
Why did Mr. Broom show up for work late?
Why did Mr. Broom show up to work late?
He overswept.
Oh, God. You reading kids' jokes, bro? Okay, we're going to give it a whirl. There's no way it's not fabulous because that was a lot of cheese.
Mmm, maravillosa.
Maravillosa? Oh, yeah.
Sí, me gusta.
Oh. It's hot.
That joke about Mr. Broom, by the way, came from John Boy and Billy.
So anyway, this is delicious. I like it. I'm digging it.
Mm-hmm. I love you.